And the hammer's name is?
So the name of Thor's hammer is Mjolnir.
Yeah.
So embedded on the hammer on one hand is Orchestra Iowa, and then inlaid on the other side is Mjolnir.
Oh,
and that is totally geeky nerdy.
Excellent. Okay. All right, we're all set. Up and going. Squeeze in here. Hey, everybody. How you doing? Welcome to Lunch with Friends. I'm Tim Nash of Skogman Realty, and I am very excited. This is the second time I've interviewed one of our guests. First time I've interviewed the other one. So today I am here at CR Midnight Smoker here in Cedar Rapids. Some of the best barbecue in the Midwest, I think, gentlemen.
Yes. Yes.
And I'm here with Maestro Tim Hankewich with Orchestra Iowa, and our CEO, Eric Marshall, who has now been with us. How long have you been with us now?
Year and a half.
Year and a half. So still maybe a bit of a new kid, but we like him. So, yep. But I'm super excited to be here at CR Midnight Smoker with these gentlemen today. Just so y'all know, CR Midnight Smoker, they were a startup over in Nubo, and they were there for several years, I think, actually. Made a really good name for themselves. Greg, I don't know his last name. Greg is the owner here. You will always see him. He's wearing the pork pie hat. He will come around and talk to you. He's a really great guy. But on top of that, I think the most important thing is he smokes some really amazing meat. They have a really friendly staff here, and the food's amazing. So come on down. There's a lot of construction going on because of the casino, but you can get to the parking lot. So come down for lunch or come down for dinner. As soon as the weather starts getting nice, we're going to be having some really cool live music in the parking lot. So CR Midnight Smoker, that's where we're having lunch today, and that's what you should check out. Now, we'll talk about Orchestra Iowa a little bit.
Actually, if I can jump on your endorsement.
Of course, yes.
So when they operated in...
Yep, you're good. Yep, you're good. Just
when
checking.
they were operating in New Bow, that's my neighborhood, there was at least a weekly pilgrimage there. It is so good, and I'm delighted to break bread and slurp down some grease with you.
And this is a ringing endorsement because where are you from?
I spent 7 years in Kansas City.
Yes.
So, yes.
So he knows barbecue.
Yes.
Yep,
Well,
yep.
so does this guy.
So does this guy. Eric is from Austin. Now, he has admitted that he has not had CR Midnight Smoker yet.
We're going to find out.
We're going to find out. So we'll see what happens. We are going to try. This is the special today. This is their cherry bomb link. And we're gonna try this before we finish this interview, and we'll give you a little bit of a sneak peek on what that's like. But all right, well, gentlemen, how are we doing?
Great.
I think it's been a great season. It's been a really good year.
You guys are really excited?
Yeah. I think there's a lot of new things that we tried this year that really worked out really well. One of them was Boktoberfest.
Yeah, go no. You conducted it.
Oh yeah, I conducted it. Yeah, so we start because so many people love the Bruchemorchestra experience. Mm-hmm. We started our season on a small scale by doing an outdoor concert there, and with a lot of beer and a lot of Bach and a lot of fun, and it was hugely successful. And that's also something we did in Iowa City as well at Riverside Theater. That was the first time we did it, and I thought the response was overwhelming.
Awesome.
So that was really great. Our First Friday Jazz is just on fire. It's sold out all the time. I mean, it's an overnight success that's 16 years in the making. But wow, it has really turned into a real jewel in our cap. And then just recently we did this Bugs Bunny show with orchestra and a film with live orchestra. And it was really great to see parents with their kids and their grandparents, 3 different generations, all sitting together enjoying the same program and having a great time. Not too often any arts organization can actually pull that off.
And I will say, so we have taken my son Colin to Ghostbusters, and that was several years ago.
Right. Yeah.
And I was a little bit starstruck because it was the son of
Elmer Bernstein.
It was Elmer Bernstein's son, and
Correct.
I did not know that he was the conductor when they recorded the soundtrack.
Yeah.
So I thought that was so cool. So basically what they do, so you know what we're talking about, folks, is they will show a movie at the Paramount, And then instead of listening to the recorded soundtrack that you usually hear when you watch a movie at home, whatever, Orchestra Iowa will actually do the soundtrack. And we've done Ghostbusters and we've done Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah.
And it was just so cool. It was so cool. It was a really fun event. So family friendly. If you want to introduce your kids to the orchestra, it's a really great kind of entry level thing to do.
The dialogue is still there and all the sound effects.
It's just like going to the movie.
The music has just been scrubbed out and the orchestra's playing it in real time.
Yep.
Inside baseball. Nightmare Before Christmas, one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life. It was really, and he warned me about it.
And we have a couple more coming next season.
Is it because of the Danny Elfman or?
Yeah, so there are different things that make it difficult. For example, John Williams. His writing style is very virtuosic and difficult to play, but it's all pretty much the same meter, very predictable. Mm-hmm. Whereas Danny Elfman, also kind of virtuosic to play, but he would change meters on you all the time. So 4/4, 3/4, 5/4, 2/4, and also change the tempo. So the orchestra could never get settled. The conductor could never get settled. You're always pivoting.
Is it true? Mm-hmm. I don't know if this is true. Is it true that Danny Elfman he doesn't compose in a classic sense? Like he doesn't write music. I always heard that he was more of a
little bit of both. I first became aware of him because I used to be a real Oingo Boingo fan, and no, he has classical training, so he does a lot of his own stuff. He might get a little help in the orchestration,
sure,
but the actual substance of what's being written is 100% Elfman.
Cool. All right. Well, so yeah, check out that. That's a really cool event for the families. I wanted to talk a little bit with you guys today about the new season.
Right.
So every season you got your own personality, and I feel like every year I hear one of you two talk about what we're doing this season. So what are we looking at for this season? And we can release this after. So you can talk about it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, for this upcoming season, we have 3 Masterworks left. One of my personal favorites is our Masterworks 4 coming up, which is the Mozart C minor Mass. It's a dream piece for me. I've always wanted to do it. It's not done very often. Mozart had the audacity to not finish it during his lifetime, so we're performing an incomplete work. But having said that, I sang it once, and it's one of the hardest things ever to sing. I mean, I am putting the chorus through their paces like you wouldn't believe, and they're singing, they're knocking it out of the ballpark. It's just one of those rare moments where I get to pull rank and do a piece that I've always dreamed of doing for a very long time.
Awesome.
But then our next Masterworks after that features a friend of mine, a pianist, doing the Grieg Piano Concerto, which is one of the big war horse. If you listen to it online, it's like, oh yeah, that piece. And then our last piece, our last Masterworks, we're doing Mahler 6th Symphony, which is massive and huge. There's over 100 people on stage. It's just a rarity that you get to perform. If you still have hair, it'll part your hair. It's just one of these things that musicians will come crawling on their hands and knees over broken glass from 4 states away just to play it.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
okay.
So it's a real
and the hammer.
And a hammer. Oh yeah, you got to
talk about the hammer.
Yeah.
So the piece requires what's called the Mahler hammer, which, correct me if I'm wrong, is basically just, what does it say in the score about it?
Yeah, so it was an instrument that Mahler invented, and he just wanted a big boom. He wanted something that was louder than a bass drum. He also wanted it to sound more like chopping wood. He just wanted a new percussive sound. And so in the score, it just says hammer, and no one really knows what that means. So you have to build your own.
So we made a hammer. It's a 17-pound hammer that's inlaid. So it's a walnut hammer? No, inlaid with walnut. It's a maple hammer inlaid with walnut. And then we're having the box construct right now. So it's this giant box, and the box is 4 feet by 4 feet by 4 feet. So it's this massive, massive box. And the hammer's name is
So Thor. The name of Thor's hammer is Mjolnir.
Yeah.
So embedded on the hammer on one hand is Orchestra Iowa, and then inlaid on the other side is Mjolnir.
Oh,
And that is totally geeky nerdy.
It's not
Awesome.
anymore, though. It's not anymore.
I know, yeah.
It's the MCU.
Yeah.
Everybody knows what the name of Thor's hammer
That's
is
right.
now.
Yeah.
So.
And then next season, we have a huge array of stuff coming up. Kicking off the season after a 4-year hiatus,
Yeah.
Bruchemorchestra is coming back.
I know. I'm so
Yeah.
excited. I'm so excited. Bruchemorchestra is coming back. Yes.
And it's coming back in a huge way. This year, America 250 is this year as well. So Bruchemorchestra is going to be a celebration of that. So it's a patriotic pops concert with orchestra, chorus, children's chorus, soloists. We're working with the Iowa National Guard to acquire some mortars and cannons.
My buddy John.
Do the 1812
it.
overture.
Yep.
So it's going to be a quite the way to kick off the season.
So cool.
Yeah.
So cool.
You were talking about the film stuff earlier. We're doing some really great film music again next year. We're doing Hocus Pocus in October.
We'll be that. We'll be at that. I guarantee we'll be
it's
at
a good
that.
one.
And you'll definitely be there in February with your daughter for Frozen.
Oh.
So you'll be so.
Yep.
So as far as really bringing in the kids, we'll be able to have a really huge success with Frozen.
That's awesome.
2 other pops concerts we have. Of course, Tim is the king of Christmas over here. So our holiday spectacular in December, and then we're doing a show called Icon, which celebrates some of the most influential singer-songwriters throughout America. So it'll be Whitney Houston and Elton John and who else is on that? Quite a few other American singers as well.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What's the balance that you guys do where you've got your masterworks where you're doing your geeky, everybody that knows is gonna come to perform in this.
Right.
Versus making it more accessible. Like what's kind of your balance there?
Well, you're talking to the, I wouldn't say tension, but the back and forth between the commercial necessities and the financial necessities to make sure that you build an audience, and also the artistic desire, because a lot of them are musicians, went to school to play a certain kind of music.
Yep.
And so how do we make the orchestra more relevant to a new generation and to your community? The challenge with programming isn't that I get to just program whatever I want. The challenge with programming is how can your community see and hear themselves in the orchestra that's playing for them, and so that how do you create that bond between community and orchestra? And that comes out through both POPs programming and Masterworks programming that we do.
And I think the Masterworks program for next year is incredibly strong, with some really familiar pieces that people will know and some maybe once in a lifetime sort of opportunity.
Correct.
You want to talk about the Masterworks?
Yeah. So there's one there. We're going to be ending the season with one of the most iconic pieces that everybody knows, and that's Holst the Planets. I mean,
yes, I love the planets.
Everybody knows Mars. Everybody knows Jupiter. It's huge. It's fantastic. Looking forward to that. There is a piece on next season that I think is one of the greatest pieces ever written, and it's extraordinarily important to me. It's a piece that I sung a long time ago, and it is the moment my entire professional conducting career has been headed towards, and I probably will only get this one chance to conduct it, and that's the Bach St. Matthew Passion. The story of Christ from the Last Supper to the crucifixion, according to the Gospel of St. Matthew. One of the most unbelievable pieces of music ever written and rarely performed. Cedar Rapids has never heard it, and this will be the first time our orchestra has played it in our 100th year existence, and so this is just like one of those rarities that means a lot to me. So that's probably the moment that I'm most looking forward to. But we also have, that's like inside baseball, super geeky stuff. But we also have a lot of other really neat things coming up, like all 5 Beethoven piano concertos to be performed by one guy over a weekend.
Wow,
that's going to be fantastic to do. So there's just lots of.
I just gotta imagine the prep. I don't play piano, but I can't imagine the prep for that.
So this guy, his name is Stuart Goodyear. He's performed with us a while, a couple times, and he's kind of into this Olympian sort of thing. He's known for sitting down and playing all 32 Beethoven piano sonatas at one sitting, and so he's into these like marathon Beethoven things.
So it's his thing.
It's his thing. But I got to tell you, you're right. It is super rare that anybody has that sort of mental rigor to do that all in one weekend. So that'll be quite a musical Olympian event.
Awesome.
Yeah, I mean, just like a marathon, like it's not only going to be physically taxing, but it's the mental part.
Yeah.
Like, to be able to stay mentally engaged for that long and to get all those notes out, it's going to be quite the task.
Awesome. Well, now I want two different answers here, one from each of you.
Okay.
Because I don't want to say that any one piece is more important than another piece, but if anybody out there watching was going to go see one performance next season, which would it be? And you can't have the same answer as I stated.
Oh, I got my answer. You go first.
Oh.
Okay, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
I'll tell you and I won't tell you. You got to come to our season-ending performance. We're doing a concert at Colonel Stadium, a film with music. I can't tell you which one it's going to be, but you're going to come to that.
Sweet. Okay. So the baseball one.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, back out there. That's a really good answer.
Thank you. Thank you.
My answer is much more generic. I would say the one you have to go to is the one that strikes you, right? So it's different people are going to want to go to different things, right? So for me, I'm super excited to bring my little girl, my 3-year-old, to go see Frozen, because she's going to like that. To introduce her to the orchestra with that, that's going to be amazing. At the same time, I'm bringing my 8-year-old to go see Magician and Opus this Saturday, because that's going to light up his world. So it's a matter of finding those things that we do that, like going to hear the planets, that if you're ever in high school band, every high school band kid played some part of the planets. So if you're an orchestra and 100 musicians on stage get to do that, that's going to be an amazing moment. So I would say, like, find the thing that really strikes you, and that's going to be the thing you have to go to.
So I think bottom line is what he's saying is go to the website once they announce the 2026. Is it just the 2026 season? When they announce the 2026 season, look at what they got going on, and whatever trips you trigger, that's what you need to go check out.
Absolutely.
And you need to go check it out. If you have not checked out Orchestra Iowa and been to Bruchemorchestra or been in the Paramount, if you haven't been in the Paramount, you are just missing out as a citizen of this community.
I'll even go one place further. Opus Concert Cafe.
Yes, Opus, yeah.
People think Orchestra Iowa is just a symphony on stage.
Yep.
Our venue next to the Paramount called Opus Concert Cafe is one of the most busy things that we do, from First Friday Jazz to cabaret to sometimes we've had hip-hop in there. I mean, we have all sorts of music going on next door. Our Key Change series, some really great stuff happening there in a more intimate setting.
Yep, and I do think that those of us that have discovered the Opus Cafe, that have discovered the Paramount, that have discovered Orchestra Iowa, have really like dug in and looked at all the great things we have going on in Cedar Rapids. We really realize how blessed we are. And then there's people that just haven't found it yet. And I'm really hoping that we find those people and we get them in there. So.
You got a good thing going.
Well, gentlemen, before we finish this interview, we're going to try the cherry bomb sausage from Sierra Midnight Smokehouse. I've got the I think this is the flagship tangy barbecue sauce. This is the apricot, this is the blueberry, and then this is the mustard. So everybody grab a piece.
I thought we'd never get here.
I know.
I was like, I hope we weren't salivating too
You
badly.
were telling about the blueberry?
The blueberry is my favorite.
Blueberry's ready to go.
I already did with the mustard, so I'm going to try the apricot. But the blueberry is amazing.
Oh yeah.
Pretty good, right?
Yeah, that's good.
Pretty good. So, all right, Maestro Hankewich, thank you so much.
Thanks for having us.
CEO of Orchestra Iowa, Eric Marshall, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Tim Nash, Tim Hankewich, Tim Squared, Rose Between Two Thorns. There you go.
Thanks so much for checking out Lunch with Friends. We'll talk to you all later. Bye.
That was good.
This is awesome. Thank you.